Testing 1 2 testing 1 2. Is this thing on? Welcome to the program. We've got fun and games. Waddle doodle. Let's see if you guys can hear me. I'll say a big hello to Breaking Tradition, Frank Dukes, and Mr. Wolfen and Frank Dukes. Frank Dukes wants to do a road trip. Come on to New York. Come on, Jakey. New York is waiting for you. I've been waiting all day for your live stream. Me too. Beats work, I'll tell you what. Oh, wait. Let's do this. Hey, we're back. What's up, guys? You know what? I don't have a song today because this is going to be a quick live stream. And a quick live stream means about an hour. 1 hour. Give me an hour of my life. Which is a big deal tonight because I got my Yankees playing. You hear what I'm saying? Actually, I have to put it on the phone so I can keep updated. The game don't start until 8:07, but I want to be done around 9:07 because I want to get to the game. And barring any one team blowing each other out, that's what the expectations are. Hey, Judy Fisher, Mark King, the Savage. Mark King, welcome to the program. Muggs, it's organic. If you don't have that channel, get with that channel. What are you doing? Get with the program. Lazy Larry. He's a good man. He's not really lazy. Oh, all lazy a little bit sometimes now. But he's a working man, so how could he be that lazy? You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, if you guys, I do like to start my streams off with a song. I don't have one tonight. Like I said, shorter show. And I need ideas. Can you guys email me some song suggestions, and I'll start the streams with some? I'm like caught in a loop of like the same music. And there's, a million years of music and different styles of music. So if you want to get your favorite on the air, just send me an email at jgbk@gmail.com. And we'll get it on for you. And that's a good song. Let's get it on. gmail.com. Yes, I figured I'm changing up my style a little bit for tonight for the shorter show and just to try something different. With the song, I want to start welcoming. Quit telling on me, JG. Sorry, Larry. You want to keep that rep up. Mars Bancood, welcome to the program. Def Leppard. No, you see, Jake, you can't do it that way. You gotta preferably email me and tell me the direct song, not just the band, because Def Leppard. Pour some sugar on me. I got a whole host of hits. So just Duran, Jakey. I love Duran. They have a million songs I like. New Moon on Monday. Wow Boys and on and on. That's not even their big ones. Welcome into the program, Chi Taurus. Welcome, Chi. About time to live stream. The Pennsylvania boy with the southern accent. Welcome. What's your email? It's jgbk@gmail.com, spelled like my name. Well, the way my channel name is. Let's welcome in Tada T-Day. Here's my email again. Send me some suggestions. I'll start my streams off with some good suggestions, if you would. As you can tell, I got my microphone working. Woohoo! You know why it's working? Because I had laying around another cord, and I said, hey, let me try this other cord into the microphone. And so far, no problem. So that's what we're doing tonight. Yeah, we made I made that topic. No problem. Oh, look at that. I have this live tab. Because this is my first live stream I've ever done, and I don't know that I need to mute that tab. Otherwise, it's going to provide me a nice echo. Judy Fisher, welcome to the program. James Lonergan, welcome to the program, James. See that hat? It's a Yankee night. Yeah, so I'm looking to go for an hour tonight. And how is everybody this Monday evening or Tuesday morning if you're in the Philippines? Oh, look at that. I changed my my picture. Let me find a different avatar real quick over here. Edit avatar. Let's go with this picture. Yeah, so, all right, guys. Welcome in, everybody. You are shorter than the mic. Yeah, well, you know what it is? My chair is too low for the table. So, you know, they don't have the big fat yellow pages like they had. Either that or I need a new chair. This is like one of those executive chairs that, for some reason, doesn't have the ability to go up and down. But yeah, so that was my topic today. I figured I'd just pop in, say hi. Here's a group you may not heard of, and their song Die Antwoord, Fatty Boom Boom. All right, well, I'm going to make a list of that, and we'll compile it. I'll have my compiler compile the songs. I'm pathetic, too sexy for my shirt. That's a good song. I'm too sexy for my shirt. MK Show TV, love 3 times. Get with the program, guys. If you don't have the channel, grab the channel up. What are you doing? Yeah, now I'm just yelling into the microphone. Yeah, so that was the topic I came up with. And the reason I came up with it, well, many reasons. First of all, it's mostly true from what I see. Men are pathetic. So this one area of where men are pathetic, and they should actually not be allowed to do this topic. I look like a hobbit. That's okay. I've been called worse. Been called a lot worse. If you're pathetic, I hope all you guys would just be pathetic. No, so, all right. I think men should be banned from this following activity. You know what activity men should be banned from? Men should not be allowed to shop. All right, and I see this example, all the time. But now, just yesterday, I mean, it was roaring in my face, this topic, right? So yesterday was my chore day. I do my running around, I do my groceries, whatever running around I have to do, I try to do it in one day, make my life easy, right? So yesterday, to start my day, I had to get cat food for the week, right? So I had to go to the cat store. We have a store here called Smart Dumb, which I've affectionately called Smart Pet Dumb, because they're a bunch of idiots and they don't know how to run a business. Between not wearing the mask and all that good stuff, to just the way they set up the pet food on the shelves is friggin' ridiculous. Want to welcome in Tim Desiak. Welcome to the program. I was over at his live stream yesterday. Jeb Jam Raw. Welcome, Mr. Garlic. Terry Covert, thanks for stopping in. Did I miss somebody? I got Tim. That's one thing I'm trying to get better at, making sure I at least tap on everybody. Welcome people into the program. So yeah, all right. So I go to the pet store yesterday. And I want to get my cat food for the week and not be bothered with it, for the rest of the week. My brother, you know what my brother used to do? This is like a little bit off topic, but not really. My brother had a dog, and he would buy 2 cans of cat food every single day because the dog had 1 can in the morning and 1 can when he came home. But he would go shopping every day for 2 cans of dog food. To me, that's retarded. And you really, So anyway, I go into this PetSmart, and I'm in there, and there's the cat food aisle, right? It's a long aisle. So I'm like on one end, I'm starting to, to pick out what the cat's like. Because cats are finicky, if you haven't heard. They just don't like anything. So I see down at the other end where I have to be in a little while, but right now I'm over here. I see these 2 guys, right? Big guys. I mean, big enough where if I was standing next to them, I would look skinny, okay? And that would just be an optical illusion. So, and there's 2 of them. So, like, that whole aisle, that whole part of the aisle is just completely taken up. There's 2 of them, and I say big, I mean, I'm talking over 3 bills, over 300 pounds each, and a wagon. So forget about that half of the store, but I'm not worried about it when I go in. I just see that, all right, I'm shopping on this end. Let me get everything I need from this end. And by then, these guys will be gone. So I do what I need to do. I pick up the certain foods that they like. And then I walk down the hall. Kinoy says, "You mean they were big?" Big. Kinoy, big. Big boys. So I finish up on this side, and I notice that they're still there. I'm like, I'm thinking to myself, like, what the hell's going on? So I wheel my wagon down. I'm trying to get into the section that they're completely blocking off. And as I'm approaching, I'm listening to the conversation as these 2 grown men. And so as I'm getting closer, I see that the guy has first of all, the one guy has a flip phone. Okay, I mean, I really haven't seen flip phones in a long time. I think they're like trying to make a comeback. I don't know. I don't know if it was a really old flip phone or, one of those new models that came out that nobody buys. But he's on a flip phone. Of course, he has the loudspeaker on, so he can hear and everybody else can hear his conversation. So big guy, older, I would say 60s. Anybody older than me, I consider old. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm 50. If you're older, you're old. JG rule of thumb. So I hear him on the phone, and this is the conversation, almost word for word. Might be embellishing a word or 2 here, but this is the whole conversation. He's like, "Gina," with the phone. "Gina, what cat food does Chub like?" Right? And then I hear the woman answering him. He's saying, "Oh, he likes the grilled chicken and the grilled tuna." And the guy is going, Is that the red label or the green label? I can't tell the difference." And then she's going, no. You have to read the label. It says grilled chicken or grilled tuna. "Yeah, well, this one says pate. It says chicken, but it says the pate. Is that the one?" And then I hear her going, no. It's the. He's like, so this is going on and on. It's like, "And which can is it? Is it the small can? Is it the medium can? Is it the huge can?" And he guy's going to his wife. He's like, "Gina, I don't mind. I'll drive you. I'll carry the bags, but maybe you should be doing this. You know what the cat likes. I don't mind doing it, but I don't know what he wants." So I'm looking at this guy, and I'm thinking to myself, holy shit. Chub needs his food, and this guy, you don't know which kind. She's telling them exactly what to get. You get the grilled chicken. He's like, "Well, this says pate." And then she's on the phone going, No. The only one Chub likes in the pate is the seafood. And then, like, he's trying to look at the can, but I guess he can't see too good. And he's like taking the can and putting it 10 feet away from him to try to read the can. And then I hear her saying, something to the fact, honey, ask one of the workers there. There's nobody here. There's nobody to help me in this fucking place. This is in the middle of a store. Okay? The woman's yelling on the phone, giving him instructions. He's just a buffoon. He can't read nothing. He's all confused. So, I'm actually waiting. I'm waiting so that they move so that this way I can get over there because that's some of the foods that my cats like, right? And finally, I think like after 10 minutes of watching this imbecilic conversation, I'm thinking to myself, does she dress him? Because how does he put clothes on in the morning? I don't know. Does she pick them out, help him? I don't know. So that's what I'm talking about when they're pathetic. And that was just the pet store. Believe me, I have a better example of this. So I finish up all my my cat food purchases, check out, and thank God he was on another line. They have to scan the barcode, And when I have like a stack of cat food, I line all the scan codes. So this way they just take the gun and go, and they got it. This guy don't know what to take out and put on the counter and just dumb. Thank God he was at the other register. So I check out of there, fine. Everything is good. Life is good. So then I I'm running my chores. So now I have to go over to the supermarket. M. Jane, welcome to the program. So then I go over to the supermarket. And this is really where a man should not be allowed in without his girlfriend or wife or a written note from his mother that he's able to shop for himself. Because men cannot shop. They are pathetic. I think in my own situation, I'm slightly different because I'm single. If I don't cook, I don't eat. If I don't clean, I live in filth. If I don't do my laundry, all the different things that maybe typically are under, what's the, traditional female roles. Well, you know what? I'm single. If I don't do those things, I don't have those things. So I have to know how to do these things. So then I go over to the supermarket and, again, there's every single aisle. So sorry about that. So now I'm in the supermarket, and that's gonna be hard, right? And there's a bevy. There's just men in every single aisle, no matter what it is. You go and buy the fruit section. Which bananas should I get? There's the ones that are really green and they're on the phone. Yeah, there's bananas here, but some are green and some are more yellow. Which one should I get? I heard that. And then every single aisle you go through, one guy was so confused. He was at the deli counter, to have all the pre-made foods, right? Chicken salad, tuna salad, blah, blah, blah. Order your cold cuts, all of that. This one guy was so inept. He was trying to explain like the choices he had to his woman on the phone. And she's like, show me, put it on the video. So the guy is walking along the counter. She's like, Dad, get that. I want a pound of the tuna salad. And then you give me one of these, other things over here. But He literally had to put her on video to explain to him what he should buy at the supermarket. And that is not rare. That was every aisle in the supermarket. And when I finished up with my day with that, with the shopping and seeing all the inept men who can't make a decision on the spot without their woman. You know what? Here's one thing I heard, and I heard this a couple of times. Gina, yeah, I'm in the aisle over here. Which one do I like? What? I hear men asking women, which one do they like? Excuse me. How did you put your clothes on this morning? How did you drive to this here supermarket? Did someone give you a lift? Because I don't think you're capable of that. Which one do I like? But no, I heard that. Men asking, yeah, I'm over here in the counter, and they have two corns. They have the Green Giant, and they have the Urban Meadow. Which one do we like? One guy was asking, which roll of toilet paper do we use? Like, you're wiping your ass with toilet paper your whole fucking life, and you don't know which toilet paper you use. You have to call your wife for which toilet paper. And if you made a mistake, would it be that bad? Could you not be able to use that toilet paper if it was the wrong brand? I'm just asking. I don't know. Everywhere with this. The milk. Oh, which brand do we get? Wait, let me make a video for you. Yeah, and they act like there's nobody around. They have it on speakerphones. Everybody, it's just like, what is wrong with men? What? Why can't they? And then I was thinking like this, why are men this inept, right? And pathetic. So I was trying to come up with various reasons why this could be. One reason I came up with was that, that man, whether they're 50, 60 or whatever, their mommy took care of all of this for them. And then a lot of them married their mom to take care of this for them. I don't know, guys. Are you one of those guys that want to marry your mommy, have them take care of you, everything for you? Or do you want a wife? And women, do you want to marry a little boy that you need to take care of every tiny little thing in their life? I love it when you see men buying sanitary towels. No problem. But sometimes the men's too dependent on their women. Exactly. That was kind of the point. Thank you for noticing. So, I was trying to think of reasons for this, right? And one of them is, I think maybe they just go from mommy's house to the wife's house. This is funny as the John Pinette McDonald sketch. I don't get it, but I hope it's funny. Good food, good whoopee. Hell no, I want a friend, a partner. Exactly. But there are a large core of men that wouldn't, if they didn't have their girlfriend or their wives, probably couldn't dress themselves, dress someone else. They can't even dress themselves. How the hell are they going to help anyone else? JG, here is another group, Big Bang. The song is Bad Boy MV. Well, thanks for your musical suggestions. I'm writing that down on a piece of paper. So I was thinking, why is it? So maybe they go from, mommy to wifey, who becomes the new mommy. That is certainly one explanation for this inept and pathetic behavior by men. But I did come up with another explanation to this. And here's the reason that I came up with. Some of them Some of these seemingly pathetic and inept men who can't do anything for themselves are actually acting. Some of them. Most, I would say, are just dumb. All right? Just call it like you see it, right? So, either all these men are really, really dumb, or it's part of a game. And here's the game. They don't want to do it. The men don't want to do it. So what do the men that don't want to do it do? And by do it, I mean go to the supermarket, go shopping, whatever. They don't want to do it. So if their wife sends them on a task, see, About Time says I'm not acting. He's dumb. Okay. So that was the other explanation. They don't want to do it. And not only don't they want to do it, they want to teach the wife or the girlfriend a lesson. And the lesson is, if you send me for something, you should have just done it yourself, because I'm going to be on the phone with you acting like a retard in the middle of the store. And be like, is it the red can or the green can? That's why I think some of them at least do it. They want to get out of doing that chore, and they're going to make the wife or the girlfriend. Hello, Lady Farmer. Welcome to the program. I'm just putting down men a little bit. Which I checked and is totally allowable by YouTube standards and practices. You can't say anything bad about women, but men are open game. I read that. It actually said, you may attack men at any time, but women are off limits. Oh, okay. The can is blue, you know it. Tim is saying, when I was in the military, I worked in the commissary. It was always entertaining. So I think at least a small portion of these men just act stupid just so they don't have to do it. Like, and then I recalled in my head when my sister had actually sent my brother-in-law to go pick something up. And he kept calling like 4 or 5 times in a row. I think she sent him for 2 things, and she got 5 calls because I was at her house when we were trying to have a conversation. The phone rings. She explained it to him. Hang up. Start the conversation again. The phone rang. It's him. Next question. Hang up. And he did this 5 times, and she turned and looked at me. This was years ago. That's why it took me a little while to remember it. She's like, it would have just been easy if I would have went myself. That's when it clicked that either these women are marrying the dumbest primates on earth, or at least some of them are acting. They don't want to do the chore. How did they get out of the chore? Well, if I make myself look completely inept to my partner, then my partner will just do it and leave me alone. And you know what? Now that I think about it again, yesterday was Sunday, which I went shopping during football. Now, I love football. You want another problem with football in New York? My teams stink. They're unwatchable. Both teams are 0-4. Why am I going to watch that? I mean, I don't stick needles in my eye, right? I mean, why would I be doing that? Excuse me, guys. I'm just checking the scores. All right. Yankees and Tampa are tied 1-1 in the bottom of the first. Okay, that's important. So, yeah. Let's see. Judy, most guys are just worried to let their wives down or honestly scared to get the wrong thing. Yeah, they purposely get the wrong thing. This way they don't have to do it. So better call and ask. Let's see. What are the people saying here? Men want to cut grass and paint the house, not be Mr. Mom. You know what, Jake? I'd rather. I went to the dentist today. I'd rather go to the dentist than cut the grass. I genuinely hate it. It's not fair to men. What's good for the goose is good for the gander. Wow, Mark, you're you're retreating to that. Needless sound better than watching a football team from New York. They do. Give me you want to watch the Giants or the Jets or have a needle? I'll have a needle. Give me a needle that the game is over and I didn't have to watch that. I wouldn't use Charmin on Yankees. KC is up 6-3 over New England at the halftime. Wow, that's actually impressive. If New England beats them without Cam Newton, Larry, that would be friggin' amazing. That would probably be Belichick's biggest regular season win with his quarterback going down and no practice. But I think KC will pull away in the second half. Judy Fisher is why my mom is a special lady, one of a kind. I think grocery shopping is a woman's job. You know, Tada, my mother taught me that there are men's jobs and women's jobs. Now, today, if people say that, especially in America, they're like, oh my God, you can't say that. But, and she explained it to me. She said cooking and cleaning and shopping were for women's jobs. Working around the house, taking out the garbage, those were men jobs. And I'm okay with that for the most part, but I do enjoy cooking, so I would need to cook from time to time. Watching the Lions and supporting the Detroit Lions is like going to a bad restaurant over and over and still going after food for. Yeah, well, New York teams haven't been that good for a while either. But you're right, the Lions do suck too. In fact, it's going to be hard, whoever's going to win, to see who is the worst team, because I think they all want that quarterback. What's his name? Trevor Patrick or something? I don't know. Supposed to be a great football player. I've taken screenshots of several specific items that I want to have exactly, and I'll text them to Chris with anything else. I don't care what he chooses. He actually does a good job as I do. You got a keeper there, Miss Judy. I will offend some, but I think men and women have different roles. And I'm not offended. As long as you're allowed to have crossover, you know, because I like to cook. All right. Let's say if I'm in a relationship and we're living together, I wouldn't expect her to cook all the time. I want to cook my favorites. This is a song, Hugo. Name of the song is 99 Problems. No, that's Jay-Z. And it's 99. I got 99 problems, but a bitch ain't one. Jay-Z. Sorry, guys. I like the Colts. Well, you had the best quarterback in what? 1-1? You had Peyton Manning for like 15, 18 years, and you got one championship to show for all of those years. And then Andrew Luck didn't win any. That's too bad. All right, guys. So that's that topic. Unless somebody wants to bring up another thing. You know what? I hate cleaning. I do it. I force myself, but I don't like it. I hate cutting grass. That's a man's job. But I hate cleaning too. Let's see. I also think a large portion of women try to be equal as men, wasted energy as we historically different. You know what I think, Jake, on that topic? I know men and women are different. But I think it actually comes out to about 50-50 with different roles. And it's fine. I think a man and a woman, they should complement each other, you know? If they're going to be together, right? You know, serious boyfriend, girlfriend, or husband, wife, they're a team now. So if one spouse has, you know, things that they excel at, then maybe they do that for the relationship. And if the other spouse has different, then they do that. Nobody's going to be 100% better at everyone else in every single thing. It's okay to share. I buy meat and then plan what 4 or 5 meals I can make from that meat. Well, that's very interesting, Kevin. I really do. No joke. There are only a few that I hold as dear as you. Except for the cooking, I'll just wash the dishes. I like to cook. The thing about cooking, though, is it really sucks cooking for one person. That's where I usually find myself. Sometimes my friend is here for dinner and I'll cook for 2. That's much better. Just hard to cook such a small quantity. I hate dishes unless I don't mind the dishes. I don't like cleaning the bathroom. And I don't mind doing the laundry because it's a machine, people. You throw them in, you hit the button, you put the right amount of detergent in it. Works fine. Never had a problem. Totally agree, JG. A partner in life, a best friend. Yes, you get with that best friend, don't you, Kanoi? Team JG. Well, guys, in relationships, so there's no problem. Better to help each other. Exactly. I think it would just be 5 and take. You're right. You should compliment each other as a team. Yeah, I mean, what the hell are you doing together if you're not going to be a team? If you're going to just be a lone wolf, just stay alone. Motorcycle moving, and I'm just listening to JG. Can't type much. Well, thank you, Lady Farmer. I appreciate you tuning in. I like cooking. I hate dishes. My boys were way better cooks than my girls, and they were also better cleaners. Yeah, well, my father was a better cook than my mother for a lot of years. In fact, I learned to cook from him. It took my mom a little bit longer, but she finally got good in the end. But they had different things. You know, my father was the one who made the sauce, right? With the meatballs and the sausage and all of that good stuff. And that's my favorite now, so go figure. Mom taught me like the pot roasts and these kind of things. It was good. You should do what I do. Cook for 4. That way you have dinner for 4 days. I do that sometimes, Mark, but I tell you, I get sick of eating the same thing daily. I know you can take it and stick it in the freezer. You know what? For me, if it goes in that freezer, chances are it's not going to go well. Muggs is listening while I'm doing household chores. Thank you, Muggs. I know, I got him too. Oh, she said she don't like washing dishes. No, it stinks. I hate washing dishes. I like clean place, but I hate cleaning. Yeah, me too. I used to have, not a maid. Judy, what's the word for the house cleaning lady? Yeah, I used to have a house cleaning lady. At one time, I would have her come once a week, and the place probably never looked as good as it did. Then it went to twice a month, and then she moved out to New Jersey, and I never heard from her again. She was wonderful. I did videos of cooking in my channel, and it's so hard, but just do it sometimes. Yeah, just work your way through it. My mom made to learn to cook my early teens, but I hate dusting the house. Yeah, I'm not a fan of dusting either. Wouldn't it be nice if someone could clean it up? Oh, okay. All right. So, that's that topic. But I had another topic that I just came across this yesterday. You ever listen? All you guys here, I see. Tim says that's why. Hey, Mark, welcome, man. Been a while. Good to see you. Are you back from the woods? Just settled in the house. Been busy. Sorry I'm late. No worries, man. That's why I have a housekeeper, Tim says. Oh, wow. Thank you, Merks. Appreciate it, man. So, and I'm sure this has happened to everybody here that's in the chat. You ever go down a YouTube, what's it called? Rabbit hole? A rabbit hole of YouTube. That's where, like, you click on something, it's not one of your regular things. You just see something that interests you and you click on it. So I did that yesterday, right? And, oh, thanks, Kanoi. do not mind washing dishes and doing laundry, but not cleaning the house. Yeah, me neither. I don't have no problem with washing dishes, and I have no problem with laundry's easy. I mean, I remember like when I was a teenager and people yelling about doing the laundry and blah 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 blah. So I had my mother show me how to do it, and I'm like, why is everybody complaining about this? You go, you put it in, and then it's not done for 40 minutes. You come back, you stick it in the dryer. Well, when I was a kid, we had clotheslines. But hello, Maureen, Michelle, and Ken. Welcome to the program. What are you doing with it? So, JG, do you think I found your channel by going down the rabbit hole? I know you did, Savage. You went down a dark rabbit hole and found me. Mark Jones, a good cleaner is a special gift. Yes, I agree. And also a clothes folder. I had a girlfriend one time that was a great folder of clothes. All right. I mean, she was better than the Chinese dry cleaning places. Yes, Kevin, you're right. Laundry is 10 times more work in the Philippines, but I would not be having it done that way. I would have a machine. We were living in the forest. So I quit shaving and bathing until January 1st. I bet you smell terrific, Mark. You keep a really nice house for a bachelor pad. Your kitchen behind you is impressively neat and organized and perfect, aside from your broken blind. I was thinking about breaking down and getting the new blinds. But then, you know what I thought? Well, I'm about to have construction done. There's going to be dust flying everywhere. Hold off until then. Almost every window's like that, Judy. The cats will not be denied. All right, so listen to this. So I went down this rabbit hole. 1-1, bottom of the second. Thanks for the update, Don. So here's the thing. If you guys haven't seen this, I would, if you want to, check it out. So this is what the rabbit hole I went down. I clicked on some videos, right? And I found it fascinating. I really did. Yeah, you guys ever hear of Enchroma glasses? Enchroma, Enchroma glasses. So I think it's a product that Google makes, but I think other companies now make it. And what these glasses do is they look like sunglasses. I mean, they have them actually in like real fashionable kind of thing. But you know what they do? You put them on, and this is for colorblind people, right? Colorblind people who haven't seen color their whole life. They put these glasses on, and they can see color now. And I watched, they had like a compilation video of just different people trying these glasses on for the first time and seeing color for the first time in their lives. You know, a lot of them got emotional. You know, because they had a lot of them had like balloons, like one of every color, red, yellow, green, orange, like all of them. And they had them with the glasses off looking at the balloons. Nothing. And then they put the glasses on, and then they could see all the colors. And one thing that I thought was interesting about that is I'm not colorblind, right? So it's like kind of hard to imagine, like, what does the world look like if you're colorblind? Like, I would want to see that, not to give up my, I can see color eyes, but if they had some kind of vision that they can show, because like this is a gray shirt I have on, right? What do colorblind people see it as? I found that fascinating, but it was it is a great invention. And they did it, right? So I'm watching the video. I think it was like 20. I mean, there's a million of them. You can search it later. Enchroma glasses or colorblind people who can see colors now. So I'm watching this one by one. like some people some people knew what the glasses were, so they weren't surprised. But other people, like especially the older people, like they gave it to. Remember, anything older than me is old. So like mid-60s, one guy, and he don't know what it is. He's opening up the box. He's putting them on. He looks around, takes them off, and just breaks down crying, and then puts them back on. There's a lot of stuff like that, which isn't really my thing because I'm not typically like a touchy-feely kind of guy. But I could bring tears to your eyes about now, and you don't need to keep your eyes open. You do know that most people do not even know that they are colorblind in the first place. Yeah, well, that's the thing, Savage, is that I know that I can see color because I get my eyes tested every year, and they have those books, and I never understood what the hell the books were for. And it would have like little circles, right? Little circles and just like a square, but somewhere in the square they would hide a number in color. Now, if you couldn't see that number, they knew you were colorblind. I don't know if they have that all over the world, but I saw that on Dr. Pol show, JG. His son bought him the glasses. Yeah, it's really cool. Well, no, and some did know, though. Some don't. But like I said, I mean, like if you live, I guess, in a westernized place, I get my eyes tested yearly. Would have 20 shirts to use for Don't pick on Scoot. He's not here. Why he keep saying the same thing? Get vertical blinds. Now, there's a man who's thinking. You're right, Tim. Get vertical blinds. Then they won't break it because they'll just pour their way in and they can see it. I think I watched 2 videos that very touching videos. They were. Yes. On a very special JGBK, people see color for the first time. Get with the program. Oh, yeah. Every bad boy has his sweet side. That's why on traffic lights, the red is always at the top or left to the side. No shit. I didn't even realize that. Yeah, and I was also thinking like how difficult it is to go through life, not seeing color. I guess they go by the top, so they can't see the red. So what about a stop sign? I mean, I guess they could read the word stop, but I don't know. Colors. Crazy. Red-green is common symptom of colorblind people. Right. Well, I did a little research, and it was like that's like what the streaming light, colorblind people, they filter that out so they don't see it. And so I watched that. One was it was mostly adults, but there was one kid, probably like 8 or 9. His mother gave it to him, and he was on the porch of his house, and he was just like looking around, and he just broke down crying. His mommy came and hugged him, and all of that sweetness. But so one last thought on that topic. No colorblind people in the Bomb Squad. Yeah, that'd be bad. Cut the red one. Which one's the red one? Ba-boom. Stop signs are 8-sided. I believe that's octagon. Hold on a minute. And we're back. You're really good in hearing. PT says, I see colors, but they're sometimes deceiving and they look like different color Bothell crayons have words and I can read. Yeah, I was wondering, like, what the hell? I mean, what do they see? And how do you make any decisions on anything? I mean, how do you know well, I guess that's why, like, you see somebody with non-matching shirt and pants or something, or they don't match at all. Test for color blindness in the military too. Hello, Blue Shackle. Welcome to the program on a very special JGBK. Colorblind people who get the opportunity to see color for the first time. Come cry on our live stream as we watch live. Why are my comments being skipped? Don, your comments are not being skipped intentionally. I see your last comment was, thanks, Kanoi. So if you're colorblind, do you buy a color TV? There'd be no point, really. I mean, you could just watch a black and white. That was the other thing that I was thinking. It was like a colorblind person, like watching a black and white TV show or an old baseball game that was in black and white. Does everything look like that to them? And then I thought, wow, thank God I'm very happy to have my, I can see color. Because it's lovely. Sometimes I like to stop and watch and check out a nice flower on the side of the road. I actually do sometimes. Let me see. I'll pop down the link. Like I said, I'm going to knock off about 9:07-ish. Let's see. Now copy the clipboard. See if somebody has some thoughts on either the men are pathetic or colorblind people who can now see. StreamYard. Get with the program, StreamYard. Oh, and I also I heard a really good. I thought it was really good. I'll probably butcher it, but I heard a really good explanation for masks. Right? They compared it to. We have, in America anyway, we have seatbelt laws. Now, if you're driving your car and the driver or the passenger themselves doesn't have the seatbelt on, and the police see it, they will give you a ticket. And it's a pretty hefty ticket, actually. I think a few years ago I had gotten one. I think it was like $115. And $115 is, over 5,000 peso just for not having the seatbelt when you drive, right? Mac the Knife, welcome to the program. So my thought was this isn't my idea, I heard it, but they were comparing the mask to the seatbelt law. To make people wear the mask. If they don't wear the mask, they get a fine. And for the same reason, it's because even though, like, I hate wearing the seatbelt, but I always wear the seatbelt now. Not because I'm worried that that I'm going to have an accident and that I need, to have the seatbelt on to save my life. I don't think of it that way. I think of it as, well, if I don't wear the seatbelt, I'm going to get a ticket, so I wear it. So why not do that with the mask? Do that with the mask. If people aren't wearing it, give them a ticket until they start to get in the habit. Because a lot of times people need to get into the habit of safety, even if they don't like it. I am on phone. I can't come on the panel. Still cleaning in this. No worries, Merc. I'm just throwing it out there for whoever. Hey, I just got a $110 ticket for my tailgate down. Eesh. I know there's some big tickets. The thing Philly wears is not allowed. Those neck stretching things are the worst thing to use. At one time, the military wanted colorblind people so they could see artificial camouflage. I wonder if that actually worked. This is another group name, Bandmade. The song is Thrill. They are good. Tim, wow, is that true? Yeah, that's true. Well, I'm sure Tim is saying the truth. That is strange. You have 8 downers. You're getting more and more popular, buddy. I told you that you were really good. 8 down, really, for this? I'm so heartbroken by that. I can't even tell you. In fact, I'm so heartbroken by that. I have to check the Yankee score. Give me 1 second while I ponder that. Okay, the Yankees are winning 2-1 in the bottom of the third. All right, giggity. 9 down now. Wow, you're really gonna throw me off. Give me 100 down. But if you want it down to stick, you must stay here for 25 to 35 minutes. If you just come in and give a thumbs down, by the next day, the YouTube will repeal it and it would not count. You would have wasted your time and my time, my friend, and I do not appreciate that. Make it stick. Stay with the program. Do people really give a shit about... You want to talk about YouTube for a second? Why anybody cares about thumbs ups and thumbs down is beyond me. The other thing that I find hilarious is the wrench thing. There's so many people that like take these wrenches seriously, or like if a channel takes away your wrench, oh my God, the world is ending. If I lost all my wrenches tonight or tomorrow, and every channel that I normally had a wrench in suddenly disappeared off the face of the earth, no problem. Because the truth is, I never really like working for free or feeling any type of obligation to show up at somebody's channel. I'd rather not have it. Tickets like that are just for money for the man. You ain't kidding. Kanoi, I have a light outside my front door. Takes pictures. If people go past 25 miles an hour, it takes pictures of their license plate and they mail the ticket directly to whoever the car is registered to. That's just a money grab. And I've said that for a long time. If you don't have thumbs down, then you're not getting popular. I heard you were going home after the contract is up. A wrench can be a good thing or a very bad thing. You know what? I have a million wrenches on a million different channels. Other than if I'm on a stream and if somebody's saying that the person don't like, first I try to just remove the comment and I try to time out the person. The last defense is to block them. But as far as that, like I never mess with. I don't have the time or the desire. Mac the knife as long as the vehicle's on the property, like in the driveway, garage, and not on the street. Then no fines. Oh, you can set any words that would trigger the comment to be held, right? Yes, James, you can. I have none. Wrenches lost, no problem. I'm looking for the marbles I lost a long time ago. I think those marbles are long gone now. Mark, mine probably fell in the drain next to it. I can care less about being a wrench. I even asked one channel to take me off from being a wrench. Mark, you are smart. I'm thinking of Giggly, maybe. I like Kevin, man. He's always confusing the channels. Nowadays, if you're not a wrench, you're not cool. Oh, God. It is like trending. I know. I've seen people appear in a stream that they've never been to and ask for a blue jacket. Some people call it a blue jacket or whatever. And I like hearing the host, well, like, yeah, I don't really know you. You just popped in for the first time. You've been here for 3 minutes. Why would I give you a wrench? Just like, what the? People's priorities are screwed up. A wrench can destroy your channel, and a wrench can see stuff before you see it. Yeah, no, I'm not saying that. I know a wrench can do damage to people, but I don't think of it that way because I would never do that to any channel, even if they de-wrenched me. to see what you don't. No, I'm not saying wrenches aren't useful, because I can't even read all the comments, so there's going to be stuff I miss, but I don't know. It's not a big deal to me. I saw Marine out sweeping in the Philippines by flowers just a day ago. I think I saw that video. I think she called it, she was planting, but I didn't see her plant anything. But she's working on a pizza plant for me. I sent her the seeds. So, oh yeah, so that was the comparison. They said, think of masks like seatbelts. They like force compliance by giving you a ticket. And by the way, speaking of that, New York is starting to have spikes. Okay. Well, yeah, I guess you're right. I can't argue that point. That's 100% true. And Tada says, having a wrench is a responsibility. Yeah, it is. That's why I'd rather not have one. I don't want excessive responsibilities. I have wrenches on channels I haven't been to. I think some adjusted and took it away, but it's not like I would ever go in there and do anything to anybody. Oh, so what I was saying about New York, right? So New York is starting to spike with the COVID again. Different neighborhoods. They had a list of, I think it was like 9 or 12. I think it was 8, and then they had like 4 on a watch list. Most of them are in Brooklyn. That's where I live. I live in Brooklyn, New York, Kings County, right? We have about 2.5 million people live in Brooklyn as of the 2011 census, but that's 9 years ago. It's probably around the same. It probably hasn't increased because people are leaving. Funny, when I click on thumbs up, YouTube gives me 2 votes. Well, and Don, don't forget your mail-in vote as well. I always say it, if you want it, you have to earn it. You have to work for it, and I thank you. And I get a thumbs down. Yeah, I think that's I might have been on Muggs' live stream and saw somebody she has no idea, just showed up, asked her for a wrench. JG is another band called Ganglion. Song named Save Your Heart. I do not know what type of groups or songs you are looking for. Mark, I'm looking for good songs that people would like to hear when they come in as I'm starting the show. The marbles and the other Tupperware lids. We are having a spike. We just had the highest number since this all started. No talk about shutdown. Oh, thanks for saying that, Kanoy, because you just led me into what my next point was. It's ready to go, JG. The move out's also there. The next point was that so we're starting to spike in Brooklyn, and they're going by zip codes. Like we have, I guess it would be like you guys have different barangay and stuff like that. Well, we have different zip codes and stuff like this. It's really close to where I am, and I have to say this. A lot of these areas where we're getting the breakouts is in communities that are like Orthodox or Lubavitch Hasidim Jews, because they do not wear masks or social distance. They just don't. And the problem is that now the cops have stopped policing, and they're not going in there and giving tickets and breaking things up like they should. So what I've been saying for the last few months, if you guys, just checked in once in a while, New York is going to have a second wave. Unfortunately, it is unfortunate because I would rather get back to regular life, but people can't control themselves nor give a shit about anyone else's life. So, I wish they would just get in there and stop breaking it up. They just allowed Americans Americans married to Canadians for more than 1 year to go to Canada. Well, I can see why Americans are running to Canada. How about welcome to the jungle? Welcome to the jungle. That's why I don't sing. But must say 15 days, 14 in quarantine. Yeah, but this is like coming from within. It's the same community that gets measles outbreak every year because they're anti-vaxxers. They're smart. And now with the COVID, if someone dies in their sect, there's thousands of people marching in a Brooklyn street with no mask and no social distancing going on. Now it's their high holy days. I think it's Sukkah. And again, they're convenient. Thousands of people. 80% of them aren't wearing masks. Now, forget about social distancing. I just wish the clown mayor that we had would enforce the law. Just do something. Do something or get the hell out of the way. The mayor is an obstacle to overachieve. Different types of music. Let's see, what's Lazy Larry saying? How about welcome? Yeah, I can do that. I think I did that. I did do that song once. So, Mark, are you talking a foreign language? What is that? Momo Land and Bam? Yes, it is the high holiday. Yes, happy holidays to whoever that may. Again, those aren't like how do I say, American Jews or Canadian Jews. Like half my family's Jewish, so I really don't. It's not them. It's the ones that look like Amish people. That's causing the problem. It's I know what the boys like. Get it right. Yeah, it was just the New Year. Yeah, look, I have the calendar right here. Jewish calendar. I keep it. Actually, I have the Jewish calendar for work purposes because you're not supposed to call them during certain holidays, and I need to know Hasidic. Yes, that's what I mean, Hasidic. But there's also like a sect branch off of that called the Lubavitch. It's very confusing. Sukkah. Yep, Sukkah. They just had the New Year. Happy New Year. Actually, the Jewish calendar is much closer to the real year than our calendar. If anyone was interested. Orthodox, yeah. Those bearded dudes. Yeah, they look like Amish people. Tafalon, I spelled it right. Oy vey, Dios mío. Oy vey, mi Lord. No time to kibitz. That's Yiddish. Meshugana. I know a few different words. Wow, Meshugana. Let me see. Where are we at? We're at 108. All right, guys. The Japanese band. No, I don't want a Japanese band. I want music that the people coming to my channel would appreciate. Mark, get on that. That's your assignment. That's your homework. Can you guys hear that plane? Was brought up in a Jewish home. Yeah. It's not regular Jewish people. It's these certain sects. And Brooklyn has a lot. In fact, a couple of the banks that I work for are in those communities. And I'm going to have a talk with my boss because I do not want to cover them anymore. ZZ Top, she's got legs. I like that one. That's a good one. So I can answer for all for a good Catholic boy. Yeah. Well, guys, I'm gonna wrap it up. I did my short stream. Went over the pathetic men, the Enchroma glasses, colorblind people that can now see color. Very touching. If you want to have your heartstrings pulled, watch one of those kind of things. Masks are our friends. I'll say it again. I see so many people going off saying that they don't work, they don't do anything. So what? Just wear it. When you can social distance. Again, you don't have to do it in your house, your car. If you're walking in a big open space and there's not a lot of people around, you don't have to wear it. If you're going to be around a whole group of people and you can't social distance, just put it on. Do the world a favor. Let's get past this friggin' vid. They would like this type of music. Have at least music, that is. Mark, I see the spirit has left you because your spelling has returned to crap. When you had the spirit in you, I understood your typing. It's important only to listen to those groups and only play in your own country. Yeah. So I'm going to say goodnight, everybody, or have a great day. If you're in a place where it's daytime, I'm going to go sit, have a beer, and watch my New York Yankees. Hopefully we can win this series and move on to the, next would be the championship series. But we have to win, 3 out of 5 of this series. Brooklyn is a melting pot, Judy's saying. Judy, Brooklyn is a boiling kettle. Thank you, Tada. Great live stream. Take care, everyone. Wash your hands always. Yep. Mark is spelling like Kanoi. Maybe he's channeling you. The whole of New York City, actually. Thank you, Chi Taurus. Thank you, Mr. Nash. Mr. Dennis Adams. Thank you. And all my good friends who joined tonight. I appreciate it. There are better rock bands out there you can find in the USA. Email jgbk@gmail.com for your musical requests. I'll play them on my live streams. I'm out of ideas. I keep going into like the same bunch of songs. So I'm going to say good night, everybody. Thanks for tuning in. Hope you had some fun. And I'll probably see you Friday night or your Saturday morning, depending on where you are. Go Yankees. Oh, by Friday, I'll either be in a very good mood or a very bad mood, depending on the outcome of this series. Take care, everybody. JG out. The big orange ones.